I removed the tire from the car, and now I'm going to take all the air out. So I use this tool to take the air faster, like that, so I don't have to be pushing it. It's just a valve stem remover. Well, not stem, it's just a valve remover. If we take it completely out, you can hear it, the air coming out completely free. It's going to be a lot faster. So that's where the wheel came from. I remove all the air, like I said. I raise it way up high so I can fit all this, and I'm using a jack from another car, a small one, and I put a wood block, and now I'm going to start jacking it up to break the bead on this tire so I can access the valve over there. Of course I couldn't record when I was doing it, but you just keep pushing down until you hear boom, and it comes out of that bead here. So this edge comes out of here, and literally you hear boom, and it just falls all down. And since you're that close from the stem and the valve here, you can see you have access to it now. I remove the valve, pulling inwards, and then I clean it with this like Dremel. I just put that, and I clean all this area here and inside, coming from here, there, and it was full of corrosion, and so I clean it all up, and most likely it's going to be a better fit now. And now I'm going to install this one. I bought it from eBay. I hope it's Honda original. You never know these guys. It looks exactly the same. Oh, so here's the number, by the way. And it looks exactly the same as the one that was there and that was removed. Now, that's the new number that I'm going to have to program on the computer. I don't have to write it down, but it's going to identify it later on. But I'm going to remove this cup and just install it in there. By the way, if you don't do this trick, it's going to be a royal pain in the rear. Here is where the hole is. So you just put this 2x4 to open as much as you can this area. So you see how it's going to fit on height. Otherwise it's going to be super hard to put in there. So it was pretty easy to put it from the bottom, and then put in this nut over here. And I'm using this one is specifically for the 2013 Honda Odyssey, sorry. I'm using a number 12, and I think it is around 5 pounds alone, but I know I'm pretty good at it, that if I use this ratchet and if I don't put too much force, if I put a lot of force, it's like 9, 10. So if I put half, I'm just fine. You don't have to go nuts with it unless you have one that can measure like 5 pounds per foot. Now I'm gonna remove all this and just put air on it. Okay, I was able to put air on it up to 34 psi, and no problem at all. And now I have soapy water, and I can test, because this tire was losing air on the valve over there when it was initially replaced, and there is absolutely, let's zoom in, nothing there. It's not bubbling. I mean, those bubbles are fun, but you should see new bubbles coming out, and it will foam. I have that issue on the rear tire. I'll show you. Here we are. I put soapy water on this tire. I'm gonna have to replace this one as well. And you can see, when you see that, it means that it's losing air through the valve, not through here inside on the stem. It's the base of the valve, because there's some corrosion, and I clean it. I show you before in the video how I clean it. So I have 4 of these sensors I'm going to replace, because anyway this one is more than 10 years old, and eventually it won't communicate anymore with the computer, so I have to replace them. Lastly, I forgot to mention that I'm going to be using an AUTEL, however you pronounce that. I think it's a TS 50805, 508, something like that. 508, I think it is, to reprogram this on my computer, so the computer can see the new TPMS sensors.